Do they stamp your foreign passports at the airport? And what can you do if they don't? Hi, I'm Sharik Khan, the South Asian attorney. I'm licensed to practice law in California, and I help people worldwide with American immigration law. For a long time, getting your passport stamped when you entered the US was like a rite of passage. But the US Customs and Border Protection, or the CBP, has shaken things up. They've gone online and said goodbye to the old school ink stamps. Started as a pilot program in August 2022, they're actually trying to make entering the US smoother and more modern. This sounds cool, but it's stirring up some issues, especially for people coming in on non-immigrant visas or people who want to apply for a green card. Usually a passport stamp in the I-94 form will prove that you entered the US legally, showing when and where you came in, what kind of visa you had, and how long you could stay. But now the CBP officials have ditched all physical passport stamps. They have switched over to electronic I-94 forms. These electronic entries get a bit tricky, especially for folks who need to prove that they're in the US legally. And why do you need to prove that you entered the US legally? Well, when you apply for a green card, in most cases you have to show that your entry to the US was legal. So how can you do that? Well, the good news is that the I-94 form is now online. You think it's a good thing. Less paper to worry about, makes life a little easier, right? Not always. Sometimes things can go very wrong. There are times when they just forget to upload your I-94, and now you have no proof of entry. Also, if you're a Canadian citizen, they don't really give you an I-94 because you guys don't need a visa. Okay, so then what do you do? First, let's figure out how to get the I-94, and then I'll tell you what you can do if you can't find it. Start by typing I-94 on your browser. Then click on the I-94 official website link. Then click on the Get Most Recent I-94 button. Now enter your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your document number, and the country of your citizenship. The document number is usually your passport number, but if you use a re-entry permit to enter the US, you're going to have to fill in your alien number here. If you've entered all the information correctly, but still can't get the I-94 record, try retrieving your travel history. If you're finding this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps this video reach more people like yourself. So now, what if you can't retrieve your travel history either? Well, then you should hire an attorney and make them call CBP. Another option is to request the immigration official at the airport to physically stamp your passport. You might still be able to get it if you ask them nicely. Some of you will always be a little nervous and would probably want to retrieve your I-94 on your phone. And for some of you, getting a stamp on your passport might be a point of pride. So my advice again, try asking for a stamp anyways. And if you can't get it, make sure to grab your I-94 from the CBP website as soon as possible and check that all the information is correct. So in conclusion, don't worry if you don't have a physical stamp on your passport. You'll most likely have an electronic copy of the I-94 online. Worst case scenario, if you don't have either, just show your airline record and your visa when you apply for a green card. That's a very strong evidence of entry to the US. I'm immigration attorney Sharik Khan, and if you have any questions, give me a call or contact me on WhatsApp.